growing. And so, Mara, could you share where you were before starting the program to where you are now?
So I think like when I was starting it, it just there seemed to be like what I was working on like for my business or anything just seemed to be like very hard, like almost like a challenging, but just like understanding, that there were some like beliefs that I didn't really I didn't know at first, what was actually like stopping me or making it feel like it was just such a the hardest thing to do. So it was really helpful to uncover some of these beliefs before that we were able to work through like with our time together because it did a lot of it seemed to just release over time. There were some that were like obviously if I was carrying some like self-doubt that may have been contributed to other beliefs that were going on too that I wasn't aware of. And so I think like being able to work through those was really helpful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I like how you mentioned that there were like some beliefs that came up, but sometimes they were tied to others. So it's like in our subconscious, it's like a cluster of beliefs that we're not aware of until we start peeling off the layers. And it's like, oh, there are these little friends that we need to acknowledge and give some loving to so that they can release and let us just be. Because ultimately, they're just trying to protect us.
Yes, absolutely.
And all right. So, what would you say was the key in the mindset shift from the whole experience? I know we worked through several beliefs and things like that, but is there one that you felt was pivotal for you?
I mean, I think it was like again, it was kind of um I don't know if there was like an exact one, but I do feel like what you talked about when you're just were saying about like the clusters, I
Yeah.
do feel like I was able to really see things differently.
Yeah.
Well, not even see things differently, just like letting some of that go. It was like kind of like a domino effect, right? So, I think that was like really helpful. I think like the doubt, a lot of that was like coming up more so or feeling like I wasn't maybe doing enough things or like doing it was more like the doing of things. It's just like I felt like was not like enough.
Hmm.
I think it was just like realizing or just understanding that that wasn't true, just letting that go
Yeah.
was really helpful.
Yeah. So would you say there was a belief that was causing you to almost feel like you needed to hyper hustle or just essentially not really allow yourself the space to just have a breather?
Exactly.
All
Yeah.
right. And then in coaching with me, were there any other benefits that you experience aside from, getting through removing kind of like the cluster and
Well, I
address?
think yeah, like I think that was like the main thing because I feel I wasn't like I said I wasn't really aware that that was like going on. And I
Mhm.
think it's just that, right? It's like being able to have the person having someone there to help you uncover these things because I probably wouldn't have seen that by myself. You know what I mean? So I think that was really helpful.
Yeah. So it's almost so for folks that aren't aware with the subconscious mind, the subconscious, it's essentially almost like an invisible barrier. Like you don't know what you don't know. So it's very helpful to work with someone so that they can mirror and kind of reflect back or kind of pull the invisible so that it becomes visible and then you're able to address it. And so what would you say to someone who's thinking about working with me but they're on the fence?
Well, I would say that sitting on the fence hurts. So you sitting on the fence definitely hurts. And so as long as you keep sitting there, you'll probably um sit in your like unresolved like these unresolved beliefs and
Yeah.
these hidden, right?
Yeah.
Um and so I know that when we are looking to make a change and a lot of things start to come up, even that, like just the fear of what if it doesn't work, or can I do this, or is this the person that's going to help me? And it's like, um, most of the time, if you've been, thinking about it, or somehow the universe has brought the two of you together, I always say it's like usually divine timing. And so if it's something that you're like sick of having the same thing repeated over and over in your life, then it's a great opportunity to actually, see it through and do something that's going to bring you to the other side.
Mhm.
And not, we don't know what that's like because we're so used to just being in this one state, but it's definitely worth, the opportunity, the chance to go for it and to actually invest in yourself, and take the time to just like take the time to develop a different type of mindset too.
Yeah, yeah. And thank you so much for that visualization. I love like what are you doing? Like it hurts to sit on that fence and I just imagine like a picket fence and it's like you're gonna
Yeah,
get your pants caught in there and it's gonna be more difficult. Just stop
right,
sitting on the fence and
right.
hop on over.
Exactly. I mean, side, but usually, like, if you pick the side of like the unknown, the side that we're
Yeah.
usually hearing, that's usually where, all the gold is.
Yes, that's where all the growth happens. And the unknown can be scary sometimes because it's unknown. And as humans, we like certainty, but the unknown can also be beautiful. You
Yeah.
never know what's laying around the corner. It could be this beautiful, amazing beach horizon that you've just been too scared to take the step towards because you just weren't sure of what would happen. So bet on yourself, invest in yourself, and the unknown will be beautiful.
Yes.
And so, for anyone who may be interested in learning more about you, where can they find you? What do you do? Who do you serve?
So I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. My name is Mara Palermo. You can search my name and I will come up in either places, but I am a relationship coach and I really focus on working with people who are more ambitious, high achieving women who are either looking to find love or they are wanting to deepen the connection in the relationship that they're already in.
Mhm.
And so they tend to have a lot going on in their life. But when it comes to that area, that might be a little bit of a challenge. There might be some things holding them back, or they're not really sure why they keep, falling into the same patterns over and over again. So
Yeah.
I help them to basically raise their self-worth and learn the skills, tools, and strategies to create that long-lasting love.
Ooh, I love that. So, any ambitious, and so do you serve both male and female?
I'm open. Yes, I'm open to male, females, and couples too. So
Okay. So, any
yeah,
couples or ambitious people, Mara's your girl if you want to level up in your relationship.
absolutely.
I will be providing her information down below in case you would like to check her out. And Mara, thank you so much for your time. It was really great to just experience this journey with you.
Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you.